current and clued in. Live and local, this is KTAB4U.
Good afternoon. Thank you for watching KTAB4U. We have a great show for you today. Here's what we've been working on. We'll tell you about a new opportunity for children's theater in the Big Country and how you can see Schoolhouse Rock Jr. coming up this weekend. We'll also tell you about a fun day in Clyde this Saturday at Campbell Containers. And the Taylor Jones Humane Society will introduce us to a new little friend needing a home. All of that is still to come, but first, here is a look at what's going on in the news today. Nearly 40 crashes in Abilene during the morning commute this morning after the light rain and freezing temperatures led to ice on the roads. While Abilene police tell us most of the collisions were minor, we have learned tonight that first responders made 8 rescues in the icy conditions. They also tracked 5 major wrecks. Some drivers slid into the cars in front of them. Others lost control, colliding with the guardrails. Most of the crashes were on Interstate 20, Loop 322, and on the Winters Freeway. At the overpasses, this one was on Interstate 20 near the Pine Street Junction. Now, this crash happened at South 7th and the Winters Freeway. On this scene, Abilene firefighters rushed to help the victims in a pickup after it rolled over and slid into the concrete retaining wall. Now, the slick roads and traffic crashes caused traffic delays for everyone on the way to work and school this morning. Some drivers reported that it took about twice the normal amount of time to get through town because of the patches of ice and the delays from the emergency services helping the accident victims. Well, a loved one of a young woman found murdered in Abilene returns to the Key City to talk with a person of interest who is behind bars. Jeannie Quinn from Levelland was found dead in a vacant Abilene field in April of 2018. Her uncle, John Quinn, wanted to speak with a man who police have identified as a person of interest in her murder. KTAB has followed developments in this case closely for you for almost a year now. Ricky Don Henderson, who remains in the Taylor County Jail after being transferred there in January, is the person of interest. Jeannie's uncle, John Quinn, flew from New Jersey to talk with Henderson, wanting to hear his side of the story to learn more about what happened to his niece. Quinn says he will always be open to speaking with Henderson if the opportunity comes up again. And a pillar for veterans in the Key City and a frequent guest here on KTAB4U is saying goodbye to Abilene. From Military Veterans Peer Network Peer Services Coordinator, Art Hill's co-founder, service officer for the new VFW post, and an Air Force veteran himself, Glenn McGraw is known for helping his peers in the community. Abilene has been home for more than 20 years, but he's taking a new job in Galveston, something he says was a difficult decision to make. McGraw's last day is tomorrow and will start his new job in Galveston in a couple of weeks. Well, handwritten letters aren't sent as often these days with the convenience of technology, but most people who receive one sure appreciate them. In this week's Big Hearts in the Big Country, you'll learn about the Abilene Independent School District project that results in letters for all City of Abilene employees. The students had fun making creative valentines for people with various roles in the city, and those on the receiving end were pleasantly surprised to see the notes waiting for them on their desk. You'll hear from one recipient and a teacher whose class wrote some of those letters, a story you won't want to miss tonight on KTAB News at 10. Well, a federal judge has temporarily blocked the Texas Secretary of State from purging the voter rolls. Judge Fred Beery says there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Two officials said Whitley's office discovered about 96,000 potential non-U.S. citizens registered to vote in Texas. They said about 58,000 of them had voted at least once in a Texas election. A civil rights group accused him and Attorney General Ken Paxton of voter intimidation and spreading false information about voter fraud. Well, a California mother says her family is the latest to fall victim to an online persona trying to cause chaos. The character known as Momo is popping up again and again. A warning was issued by schools in the UK and police in Ireland of Japanese art spliced in the middle of children's YouTube videos. Jessica McGraw has the story.
opening to Pocahontas.
Pearl Woods is careful about what videos her 12-year-old can watch online.
I have parental control filters on here. I have Apple filters on here as well.
Zoe has autism and a few weeks ago began displaying some unusual behavior.
Where's suicide coming from? Why would she ask me about a knife going into an outlet?
Then last weekend, Zoe turned the kitchen gas stove on without letting it light, creating a potentially explosive situation.
She kept telling me about Momo and I just didn't understand. I see now.
Momo's going to kill you.
Pearl discovered alarming short clips popping up in the videos Zoe was watching.
She paused the screen as soon as I walked in and I saw a creepy masked doll.
It was Momo. I'm making bad videos.
And they're not alone. Across the country, kids are reporting seeing Momo videos with a strange cartoon-like character telling kids to do dangerous things.
The video that we believe that she saw told her to turn on the gas stove while I was sleeping.
That's really a fire and explosive danger.
Whether hoax or not, officials say it's a teachable moment.
We really encourage that parents pay attention to what their kids are doing on the internet. Ask them what they're doing.
What's normal and part of our day of life, we can't do anymore because a 10-15 second clip could be in there that could destroy us.
Hoping no other family will come face to face with this cyber danger.
I am sorry.
Babes, you're not in trouble. You didn't do anything wrong. Sweetheart, you just didn't know, okay?
And Zoe's mother says the kids' filter on YouTube didn't flag the Momo clips spliced into the videos. Google said in a statement that it relies on smart detection technology and removes millions of videos every year. Still to come on KTAB4U, we'll learn about an upcoming show and opportunities for children's theater in Clyde. And later, the Taylor Jones Humane Society will bring us a little pet in need of a loving home. Current include in live and local. You're watching KTAB4U.
Lincoln, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Riley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was gonna put him every other.
This is KTAB4U.
The Clyde Center for Performing Arts has a new children's theater program, and this weekend you can see what they can do in Schoolhouse Rock Jr. Members of the cast, they're joining us now. We got a big group of them here today. Got a lot of theater kids in this area. So let's talk about this new theater company for kiddos and kind of what y'all are doing here in the community.
It's a new program, and it's by Clyde Center for Performing Arts, and
It really just gives kiddos the opportunity to get involved in theater, correct?
Correct.
And so, and y'all are doing Schoolhouse Rock Junior, which is something a lot of people know from back in the 90s. So let's talk about that and what the theme of this show is.
Well, this whole show is kind of like based around Tom's thoughts and ideas and like how he's like nervous about teaching a class. So we're all like the different parts of him. And it's based off of the 1970s program series, Schoolhouse Rock.
Definitely love it. So a lot of people know this show. And tell us, it's in downtown Abilene. So tell us why you decided to join this theater group and what you are most looking forward to about doing this show.
Well, I've always loved theater, and of course I'm a people lover, so I've made lots of friends throughout this whole show. And I like the songs of Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior a lot. And like I said, I made a lot of friends. And it is in downtown Abilene, as you said before, so I hope you come and enjoy it.
And there's some singing in this. What about the singing? I mean, how fun is that?
The songs are a lot of fun. My favorites, Conjunction Junction. It's just a bunch of the original Schoolhouse Rock songs. I really love singing them, and there's just a whole bunch of fun. We all have a lot of fun with it.
And really quick, let's go down the line. Tell us what your name is and your characters.
I'm Nathaniel Pienta, and I play Tom, who is the teacher.
My name is Lincoln Unger, and I play Joe, who sings Conjunction Junction.
All right.
My name is Savannah Rollins, and I play Shuli.
My name's Riley Davidson. I play Dory.
And you behind there?
My name is Carrie Mercer, and I play Dina.
I'm Ellen Mercer, and I play George.
And so how many kiddos are really in this production?
25 probably.
So almost 30 kids all together. Are you meeting new friends while you do this? Because obviously you're not all from the same school.
Yes,
Definitely.
And how many shows are y'all doing this weekend?
We are doing one Saturday and the other Sunday.
Okay, and best place to get tickets, I guess, would be to go to the Clyde Center for Performing Arts Facebook page, and I guess we can get more information there, correct?
Yes.
All right, and
you can also go online at the tickets. There's a link.
Yes, we definitely will have that information up there, so don't worry about it. I know this is your first time really on live TV, so we definitely appreciate it, and tell everyone why they should come out, really quick.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I love Schoolhouse Rock, and I feel like you're going to enjoy it.
All right, well, we appreciate it, and I know your parents are proud to see you on here and definitely on the stage this weekend. So if you want to come out and see this classic show, it will be at the Witherspoon at 370 Mesquite, downtown Abilene. The show will run Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. General seating is $18 for adults and $15 for children and seniors. VIP sitting is $20 for adults and $15 for children and seniors. For tickets or more information, you can go to ccpa.ticketleap.com. Still to come on KTAB4U, we'll tell you about a Texas Independence Day celebration Saturday at Campbell Containers in Clyde. Current include in live and local. You're watching KTAB4U. He's like, I'll just talk for everyone.
He was projecting, you can tell he was staged.
Being on the stage is live TV is
Yep.
so different.
Go ahead and say your name and count to 5.
Yeah, Robert Campbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is KTAB4U.
This Saturday, you can celebrate Texas Independence Day and see what Campbell Containers in Clyde has to offer at an open house. Here to tell us more is the owner himself, Robert Campbell. Makes sense, Campbell Containers. Your last name is Campbell. How long have you had Campbell Containers?
Well, we started selling containers in about 2003.
And so what are these containers and what do people use them for?
Well, shipping containers you might see on the trains coming through Abilene or on trucks all the time. Haul freight. Everything that you get in the store probably came in a container from somewhere and on a truck. So we sell and we rent new and